This is an iMac 2009 and it's a 27-inch machine. I can't believe how flawlessly this works. I haven't updated anything about it. It still has the SATA hard drive, 1 TB. It has about 4 GB of RAM. And I won't say it works like a dream because I'll be lying if I say that, but for all intents and basic browsing and YouTube, I think this is incredible. It has an SD card slot, it has a DVD-ROM, it has 4 USB ports on the back, including an Ethernet port. And the screen, let's look at it. This is the screen. Now, I don't know if you can tell that using my phone camera, but that's a pretty good screen, man. That is an incredible screen, considering it's 2022, and this seems to be absolutely okay. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the camera. It seems pretty okay for most people. Like, you won't buy this and be like, oh, I wish the camera was better. I think it's good enough, man. That's your display. You have Safari. I have I'm using a software called FLUX. What it does is that it transitions into evening mode, and if I quit it, it'll probably just go brighter, you know. Oh well. So Flux basically does the job of, daytime and nighttime, and it just yellows the screen a bit so you can use it. What operating system are we running on this? We are running macOS Sierra, 27-inch late 2009 model. Man, let me just browse around. How quickly does the Safari just opened up? Let's see how quickly it goes to YouTube. I don't have the original keyboard and mouse because they stopped working. I mean, I have them, but yeah. So I have a wide, simple keyboard, and I have this wireless mouse which costs like $500. Let's say I want to watch something.
Look at that, isn't that? And all you need to do is walk over here.
I have noticed one thing, guys. There's a marked difference between the 1080 and the 720 resolution on this machine. Now, this is before they started having 4K and Retina and those kind of things. This is a fairly basic 1080p HD screen.
The car, it unlocks through the app.
Music is plenty loud, I want to say. I never feel like I wish it was louder.
Which is the iPhone M50. Now, this one right here, just turn the lights on.
Does it do full screen? Let's see if it does full screen and how that looks. Okay, it's embarrassing me right now.
I've done a full video on the concept of
There you go.
this car. You can go check that out. The link to that
Takes a few seconds,
underneath here. And so it's gone from
Okay, hang on a second. Don't embarrass me.
to reality. But what that
It's being a bit stuttery right now. That's because I went to full screen. So on full screen, it takes a second, There you go.
to reality.
That wasn't difficult, was it?
It's because the customer
Let's see how quickly this starts up. Okay, let's see how quickly this boots up. I'm just going to restart it. Okay, so you guys get a fairly good idea. Okay, let's see, man. Okay, it's still in the process of shutting down, which is understandable. This was before they had the SSD hard drive on the iMac. In fact, Apple took forever to bring the SSD drive to the iMac. If you have a 2012-13 model and yours is suffering from fatigue, if it's not very fast, I suggest you get an SSD hard drive and plug it into the USB port, and it'll make a night and day difference. Now, I did try doing the same thing with this to see if it assists, but I felt, you know what? The speed is almost the same as on the SSD and on the SATA. I didn't really notice any difference. Maybe my kind of formatting was different, but it does run macOS Sierra somewhat smoothly, I think the boot up time is about a minute or two, which is okay, I guess, but we're gonna find out now. Okay, so you already have the loading screen with the Apple logo. This took about 40 seconds to reach here, I would imagine. And now why am I doing this video? There are a bunch of iMacs which are out there for sale. There is one thing wrong with this machine before you go. The microphone doesn't work. So if you record a video, you need to plug in a physical microphone. It has Bluetooth. You can use that also. But the inbuilt microphone, which is supposed to work without any hardware, it doesn't work. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. Okay. This is a 27-inch iMac 2009. You can probably get this machine at a discounted rate. And again, for most intents and purposes, I mean, for everything, every conceivable thing, this is beautiful, man. Look at the screen. Look how clean this is. Let me give you let me show you around. By the way, this is heavy. I have a Lenovo machine right there, and of course the Lenovo has an SSD and it's much faster. This has an SD card reader also. You know, if you are browsing the internet and you have 2-3 screens running, that's when you'll notice that it's not really playing sport. You can have the Spotify app to listen to music. Did I just read that correctly? By the way, check out this podcast. It's incredible. Maybe my favorite podcast out there, The Mindset Mentor. So look at the screen, man. I have a MacBook M1 Pro, and I still think the screen on this is more beautiful, or as beautiful, if anything. You can't go wrong with Apple, man. So if you are in the market for a used iMac 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they are worth it, man. This is before the slim bezel. You know, they came out with a slim one, which was just 5 kilos. This is much heavier, maybe 10 kilos, I want to say. And it feels really heavy. You can't lug it around. But it gets the job done. Everything seems to work absolutely amazing. And this is a 13-year-old machine, I want to remind you guys. And it seems to work like a charm. Of course, you can't do editing on all this, on this. I have tried to downgrade the operating system, but I wasn't very successful. It was equally, I mean, this is the best variant, Sierra. If you have this, I don't think it goes up. I haven't really tried. But I'm okay with this Mac OS, you know. This really brings out the best of YouTube and media consumption. You can watch films on this. If you are using Netflix, it will not work on Firefox or Safari. You'll have to use Chrome for the same. And yeah, so that was a quick look at an iMac 2009 in 2022 Feb. I might be selling this, you know, because I don't really use it, but I just wanted to show it to you before I set it off, you know. How much am I going to get for it? I'll leave a comment if I do sell it and what price I sold it at. But this could go for anywhere between 25,000 rupees to about 35,000 rupees. Okay. And that's a good price to buy it at. And you might use it for a couple of years and sell it at the same price. So your money is safe when you invest in a used Apple. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.